Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to the science classroom. So, in our last class, we studied about the different type of joining resistance or resistors in a circuit. So, they were the resistors in parallel and resistors in series and resistors in parallel. And we just studied something little bit about with one activity. We studied little bit about resistors in series. So we are continuing with activity 12.5. Activity 12.5. For that we need one diagram. Okay, I am drawing that diagram. Positive terminal of the battery, negative terminal of the battery, and here comes the ammeter. Here is X, point X, here is point Y. Switch key. And here we are giving the resistor 1 and resistor 2 and the resistor 3. Resistor 3, R1, R2 and R3. And in the activity what we have to do? The current flows in this direction. Current I flows in this direction. And what we have to do, what the activity says. In activity 12.4, insert a voltmeter across the ends X and Y of the series connection of the three resistors. So we can add one voltmeter, that is V, and positive side of the voltmeter and negative side. So we have added. Then what we have to do? Plug the key in the circuit and note the voltmeter reading. Plug the key. We are plugging the key in the circuit and we are taking the reading in the voltmeter. Okay, voltmeter reading. Is equal to, we will get some reading in voltmeter. Let it be. What we have to do? We taken that reading. So it gives the potential difference across this resistance. Okay, so let it be. What we have to do? Let it be V. We are taking it as V. Then what? Then next we have to check the voltmeter reading between the terminals of the battery. Voltmeter reading between the terminals of the battery. Terminals of the battery. Voltmeter reading between the two terminals of the battery. So now we will get some value here. Okay, this is the positive side and this is the negative side, and we will get voltmeter reading at two ends. We will get some value. So we want to, next step what we have to do? We have to, with on the switch key, we have to get the values here. Okay, and next thing we can do is we have to compare this value and this value, this V and this value, which V is the voltmeter reading while we connected across the resistance. Okay, here between the or not between across the resistance. That time we got one reading, that is V, and when it is connected in the two terminals of the battery, that is, we don't know that value, but we will get some value if we are connecting. We are comparing that. Okay. Then take out the plug key and disconnect the voltmeter. Take the plug key. Okay. Taking the plug key and disconnect the voltmeter. Voltmeter disconnected. And what we have to do? We have to change something, a little bit changes in the circuit. Okay. We are going to give some little bit changes in the circuit. Here, resistor, resistor 1, resistor 2, and resistor 3. This is between X and Y. X and Y resistor. 3 resistors are there, and ammeter. Ammeter I am connecting here. Positive side. This is the positive side of the terminal, and this is the negative side. The current flows in this direction, and the resistance 1, resistance 2, resistance 3. 3 resistance are there, and ammeter is there. And current flows here also in this direction. And this is the negative side of the ammeter. And next step, what we can do? Okay, we have to mark some points, that is between X, this is X, no? We can write it down. This is X and this is Y, and we have to mark some points, that is P, Q and S. P, Q, P, Q and S. Also T. Okay, we have to give the some points, mark some points P, Q, S and T. And in the next step, what we are going to do? Insert the voltmeter across the end X and P. We have to insert the voltmeter between X and P. Okay, X and P, and put the plug key on and get the reading between X and P. Between X and P, let it be V1. Okay, let it be V1, and after that, between again we are offing this and disconnecting the voltmeter, and we are adding voltmeter here between Q and S, and owning the plug key. We are checking the reading between Q and S, that is V2. Understood? Then take out the plug key and change the voltmeter from there, and The voltmeter is between T and Y. Between T and Y. That is V3. We got the reading, and when we on the plug key, that time we get the reading here. So that is V3. Okay, you understand? So by connecting the voltmeter in different stages, we will get these values V1, V2 and V3. First, while we connected, there are 3 resistors in series. So, while we connected voltmeter like this, we assumed it has potential difference as V, and while we connected like this, we got the values V1 and V2 and so on. So, V1, V2, V3, etc. So, let us think, is there any relation between this V and this V1, V2 and V3? Can you assume any? If we check, we will get to know that, we will observe that V is the sum of V1, V2 and V3. So, we will observe that the potential difference V equal to sum of potential difference V1, V2 and V3. The sum of V1, V2 and V3. That is potential difference across a combination of resistor in series. Okay, here a combination of resistors in series and the sum of individual resistors. Sum. This is V1, V2 and V3. V1 plus V2 plus V3 will be same. Okay, is equal. That is, we can write like this. From this observation, we can write it like this. V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. That is equation number 1. Okay, equation number 1. Then in this circuit, current I is passing through it. So no, the current I is passing through it. The current through each resistor, will be same. Okay, there is current inside the circuit, and the current through each resistor will be same. That is I. And is it possible to replace the 3 resistors which we connected in series? Is it possible? Is it possible to replace? We can replace a 1 ohm plus 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, 3 resistors, resistor 1, resistor 2 and resistor 3. Is it possible to replace with a 6 ohm resistor? Yeah, it is possible to replace the group of 3 resistor with a resistor R. Okay, with a resistor R. So the potential difference V across the circuit, the potential difference V across the circuit, and also the current through the circuit is same. Okay, we can replace it with a resistor R, or a resistor having more capacity, and the current and potential difference will be same. The thing is, we have to replace with a equivalent resistor. Then we are going to apply Ohm's law. we are going to apply Ohm's law to it. On applying Ohm's law, we get V is equal to IR. V is equal to IR. V is equal to IR. We are knowing that. We are applying Ohm's law to the circuit. Okay. We get V is equal to IR. On applying, we are applying it to the entire circuit. And on applying Ohm's law individually, what happened? On applying Ohm's law to individual resistance, individual resistors, what happened? We will get the value. V1 is equal to IR1. V2 is equal to, right on the top, on applying to individual resistors, then V1 is equal to IR1, V2 is equal to IR2, V3 is equal to IR3. This is equation number 3, 4 and 5. And in equation 1 we are having, from here we get V1 is equal to IR1, V2 is equal to IR2, V3 is equal to IR3. And in equation 1 we are having V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So we can write IR equal to V1 IR1, V2 IR2, V3 IR3. Okay, IR is equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. Or we can write it, or we are having one more option. We can write RS, the resistance sum, is equal to R1, the resistance in resistor 1, plus R2 in resistor 2, and resistance in resistor 3. Resistance sum is equal to the individual resistance in R1, R2 and R3. And we understand that when several resistors are connected in series, the resistance combination is RS. Okay, that we taken as V. Combination RS is equal to sum of individual resistance R1 plus R2 plus R3. When several resistors are connected together, the resistor RS is equal to, the resistance RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. And this is all we have for today. Thank you so much. Watch the video and study well.